This is Fox 56 News First at 10 with Aaron Leedy and Juliana Ferfari and your Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist Ali Devicki. Live, this is Fox 56 News First at 10.
First at 10 tonight, a homicide in Northumberland County is under investigation. Police have been investigating the suspicious death of Sarah Jones of Cole Township since yesterday morning, and now we are learning more about what happened. Fox 56's Sarah Goulden talked to neighbors today.
Police are investigating a death that occurred over the weekend at a home on West Holly Street near Shamokin. The investigation began Sunday morning around 10:30 a.m.
Saw a couple cruisers, Cole Township, and might have been a state trooper in the alley behind the house there. And the next thing you know, the fire police were showing up to block off the street.
According to a search warrant, police went to the home at the request of a woman who said she was worried when she hadn't heard back from her neighbor after she brought her some groceries. Police entered the home and found Sarah Jones dead in her bedroom, covered in blankets. Police say they saw blood spattered on the walls and ceiling and a baseball bat next to the bed.
It's a very quiet neighborhood, normally no trouble and definitely no brutal murders like this.
While in the home, police say they discovered her son, 39-year-old Christopher Debka, on the floor of the bathroom with a syringe. He told officials he was going to rip up his floor to replace it. Police arrested Debka on drug-related charges.
I've seen the person around before. He walk in the neighborhood, very anti-sociable. I'd try to initiate conversation, and he would just keep walking, having a conversation with himself.
Neighbors say drugs have led to the downfall of their community.
There's no neighborhood that's safe anymore from the drugs that are so easily available and cheap.
I'm shocked every time you hear murder. I think that's just human, but this area is really full of it, and I don't feel like there's enough attention to that. Whether it be drug-related, violent-related, there's just always something here.
Debka is still in custody, and police have not said yet whether they'll charge him in relation to his mother's death. Reporting from Master Control, I'm Sarah Goulden with Fox 56 News, First at 10.
And we also reached out to the Northumberland County District Attorney, who did not get back to us for a comment. Frank Scavo was sentenced to 60 days in prison for his role in the riot at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. While the prison where he'll serve his time is yet to be decided, Scavo's attorney says he'll be placed in a low-level prison camp. He also confirmed Scavo was not placed on house arrest or probation in addition to his prison sentence and will begin his sentence on January 1st. 2 flash drives containing election results from the November 2nd election were recently found in Luzerne County. Officials say the results were still in judge of election delivery bags, which never made it to the tally on election night. Fox 56's Melanie Zayas joining us live tonight. Melanie, county officials say this issue should not worry voters.
Yes, well, that's right. Since then, the issue has been resolved. The results were updated to an unofficial tally that was posted late Friday evening. Now, the acting county manager tells me that she will be reviewing the process of what actually happened that night.
Flash drives containing 255 votes from a scanner tabulator in Kingston Township, District 3, and Dorrance Township were found by Luzerne County election officials on Friday. We're told the numbers were not adding up during a post-election reconciliation when comparing the amount of voters that signed in on electric poll books to the number of ballots recorded on tabulator tapes from scanners used on election nights. While the issue may concern voters in Luzerne County, acting county manager Ramilda Crocomo explains.
What happened was there are cards, which I believe are called ICP cards, where the votes are memorialized cards, and then we would then upload them into the system. And there was one card for Dorrance and another ICP card for Kingston, I think District 3, that were not uploaded.
Crocomo says she can assure voters that they will conduct future reconciliations at an earlier time during the post-election day process. She also intends to reach out to all individuals involved.
I am dedicated to make sure that the election process in Luzerne County is fair and transparent.
Crocomo says she will present additional suggestions to the election board to address how similar situations can be prevented from this point on. And the current mishap will not affect any of the county council or state judicial races.
What I do know from speaking to individuals after this happened, it is not uncommon, but it is a situation and an error that we will make sure will not happen again.
We did reach out to the chairwoman of the Luzerne County Election Board. We have yet to hear an official comment on the matter. Reporting live in Luzerne County, I'm Melanie Zayas, Fox 56 News, First at 10.
All right, Melanie, thanks. 37-year-old Rachel Zeller of Wilkes-Barre was arrested Saturday on allegations that she assaulted a woman and hit a man with her vehicle. We're told this all happened during a youth football game at Joe LaRock Football Field in Sugarloaf Township. 3 men were arrested and cited after a fight broke out inside the Laurel Mall on Friday. Police in Hazleton were called to the incident at the mall in Hazel Township. Authorities are still investigating the fight. All 3 face disorderly conduct charges. A Luzerne County Correctional Facility inmate has been sentenced to an additional 15 to 30 years after orchestrating plans to kill 2 law enforcement detectives and an informant. According to our news gathering partners at the Times Leader, William Lynn admitted to arranging to pay thousands of dollars to kill the detectives and the informant. Officials claim Lynn approached another inmate looking for help in hiring a hit on the individuals in order to prevent them from testifying against him on his case. The inmate then sent a letter discussing Lynn's intentions, which led to an investigation. Lynn was sentenced today on 3 counts of soliciting to commit criminal homicide. Police in Dunmore are asking for help in identifying a suspect who's forging and duplicating Garrity's gift cards. Police say the suspect duplicated and spent the money on the gift cards without the cardholder's knowledge at the Wyoming and Scranton Garrity stores. Anyone with information is asked to call police. The Wolf administration is announcing a plan to clean up Pennsylvania. That plan highlights local and statewide anti-littering measures. It also offers recommendations on how to clean up. The state's 9 biggest cities spent $68.5 million to combat the problem over the past year, which Governor Tom Wolf calls a drain on taxpayers.
$68.5 million that could be going to support organizations like Tech Central, could be going to support education, could be actually building bridges and repairing our roads. Instead, we're spending that money just trying to keep trash off our streets, trying to keep trash out of our parks and out of our waterways.
And you can find ways to help the state free of litter by going to dep.pa.gov. Students in the Scranton School District return to class today as the teacher strike has come to an end. Students have been out of the classroom since November 3rd. A proposed pact ended the strike and provides teachers their first new contract in 5 years. Scranton teachers will vote on the tentative contract next Monday. Some homes were hit by vandals overnight on Loomis and Stanton Streets in Wilkes-Barre. Neighbors say it all happened around 1:30 this morning. No word yet tonight on if police have any suspects. Well, as many of you get ready to hit the road this week for Thanksgiving, gas prices are at their highest levels in 9 years. And as Crispin Habener explains, those of us here in Pennsylvania are bearing the brunt of the pain at the pump.
Americans are going to be feeling the pinch at the pump.
All right, seem to be having some audio issues there with that. We apologize for that. We will move along this evening. Next at 10, what we are learning about a speech from President Biden tomorrow that'll address inflation and the high price tags that we are seeing on everyday necessities.
And as we go into your Thanksgiving, we're going to be seeing a decent amount of cloud cover starting to push in and rain off towards the west. But when will it be moving in, and will that mean more sustained cold air? We've got a lot to talk about coming up after the break.